Start of the week, somebody slid into my DMs. I'm not talking that type of slide into my DMs. Get your head out of the gutter. It is a frequent slide into my DMs recently. It's somebody saying, hey, Ira, okay, my friend is on peptide X, Y, and Z, and I'm really starting to think I want to get in on this, but I don't know much about it. Like, what do you think about this? I get some version of that message, probably 3 or 4 times a week right now, from people who've heard me talking about my peptides. Then they turn around and see miracle peptides that are being pushed everywhere. I mean, weight loss shots, anti-aging clinics, skin care, bodybuilder forums, overhearing conversations on the bus. And they just lump everything in, and we figured that it's all the same things. Like, peptides is one thing with a bunch of different labels on it. So let's clear it all up, friends. I get why it's confusing. The word is everywhere right now, and almost nobody's slowing down to explain what they're actually talking about. You've got injectable peptides on one end, and you've got natural options on the other end, and then you've got this gray market off-label peptides that you can buy from your friend's goldfish. Like, they all get lumped into the same conversation like they're interchangeable, and they're not. And that makes up is important enough to me to start making videos about it. So follow along here and subscribe if you want to keep getting informative information as I discover what things look like as I approach 50 after life kind of fell apart and I just really need to rebuild here. So let's take the injectable GLP-1 peptides, the Ozempics and Zepbounds of the world. These are synthetic. They're prescription, and they work by shutting your appetite down like hard. Different things entirely from natural oral bioactive peptides that are working with your body's own signals instead of like overriding them. To me, the difference between the two is important to clarify so you can make an educated choice for yourself. I recently had a conversation with a friend, and she was explaining her family member's journey on injectables. She lost a ton of weight over a short amount of time. She said that she felt pretty crappy doing it and being on it, although she liked the weight loss. She decided to go off of them, and in a matter of months, she gained all the weight back and then some. The weight coming back is not the biggest problem. It's at the type of weight that was lost and the type of weight that came back. When you lose weight fast on one of these shots, you're not just losing fat. Studies are actually showing that on average, a close to half to a third of what comes off is actually muscle. Your appetite drops so low, you can barely get enough protein in, let alone get to the gym to protect what you've got left. As a result, there's actually been documented increases in an old pirate's disease called scurvy, basically malnutrition from not getting enough in and lacking vitamin C, because these shots can suppress your appetite so much and there's little to no direction given around them. Now, the fact that our weight loss is being chalked up as muscle really needs to be understood, because muscle is not just about looking good. It's basically your body's like engine room. It regulates your blood sugar. It's talking to your brain. It's keeping your metabolism running. And when you lose this like rich, metabolically active tissue called muscle when you're on the shot, and then you go off of it, the weight doesn't just come back. The fat doesn't just come back, because you've traded away the very engine that was supposed to keep it off. So now you have more fat, even at the same weight, because what you lost was muscle and what came back was mostly fat. And nobody really warns people about that on the way in. We kind of glorify the weight loss and the transformation. And it really bothers me that we're not talking about the trade-off that happens and whether it's a long-term, good, important, positive choice. I spent 25 years as a master trainer. I've trained the trainers. I've stood on stages across North America teaching people how your body actually works. So when I hit my late 40s and I started to look at my own body composition, I wasn't interested in a shortcut that costs me the one thing I spent my whole career protecting in other people: muscle. I've always been telling people, like, burning calories and doing cardio at the gym is a short-term solution. If you want long-term, sustainable, good body composition, you want to be healthy, then you need to focus on resistance training, preserving lean muscle, and the fat loss will take care of itself, and you'll feel damn good doing it. So as my story continues for myself, becoming sedentary, sitting behind a desk, going through a divorce, having to almost rebuild everything, I am going to be doing what I have always preached to everyone else. So here's what I'm doing instead, and here's what I'm sharing with people in my DMs when they ask, like, what do I think? Full transparency here, friend. My partner in this journey is one I chose to be affiliated with because I wholeheartedly trust and believe in what they're doing, and I've seen the studies, and it's the route I want to educate and help people take. I'm on a stack of 3 natural peptides. They're oral bioactive peptides, meaning they actually work in your system, and it's been shown in studies to show up in your blood flow in clinically significant amounts that actually solicit FIT, which is there to help support lean muscle tissue energy and recovery, preserve that metabolic engine called muscle. Lean is to help with cravings and metabolism and really start to quiet that food noise so we find it easier to stay on task and picking better choices. But this one comes without the nausea and the appetite just falling off a freaking cliff. You actually have a little bit of yourself left in it. The third peptide, Restored, actually gets you into deep sleep better because that's when your body does its real repair work. So this M3 breakthrough stack is meant to be paired with just 3 simple lifestyle changes as well. Number 1, you do have to move more. I become sedentary sitting behind a desk doing a desk job, and that has had a tremendous impact on me. So just start with a steps goal and making sure that you get enough steps in, but I would really encourage you to eventually consider resistance training and training up that lean muscle. 2, you do have to clean up the junky food and just making a switch for more real food that your body knows what to do with, and keeping yourself hydrated as you do. And then you also want to fiercely protect sleep and recovery. And me, this is what I kind of needed in my life. I have done so many things. I've done the 75 hard, I've done Whole30, I've done challenges that have been so extreme and over the top. I'm a single dad of 4 right now. Nobody's got time for that. I don't need anything crazy. I need something that's simple. I need something that's sustainable. Honestly, before the natural peptides, I was doing those things, but the stress and the trauma and the age and the getting older was just, my body just wasn't connecting the dots on it more. So what the peptides do is they help you take those simple life changes and communicate them clearly to your body, so your body gets the message. That's what peptides do. They are small chains of amino acids that send communications and messages to your body to do certain things. My focus is not the scale, it's continue to see positive changes on my DEXA scan, and maybe I'll do a video on that in the future. It's a scan that accurately tells you the whole story about your body composition. The goal is more lean quality muscle, less intramuscular and visceral hormonal disrupting fat. But truth be told, I'm also not going to pretend. I don't also want to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and just be proud of the work that I've put in. As life got hard and as the stresses hit and I caught glimpses of myself in the mirror, I could just see I was wearing that defeat and that lack of energy and the lack of life on my body. So watching that light, that health, that vitality come back and being able to see it in the mirror is rewarding. And honestly, as a society, I thought we had grown past the whole obsession with the scale and seeing that number go as low as possible and having a gaunt, like skeletal looking body. But apparently it's back in fashion, and nobody seems to be like ringing the bell saying, hey, wait a second, is this really healthy? Is this really what we want to head back to at whatever cost it takes? You know, we can keep chasing a number on a scale. That doesn't tell us the truth. Not only is it not speaking the truth about how healthy we are, it can even be detrimental loss when it comes to our longevity if it's including muscle. With the studies with these natural peptides shown with these simple changes, it can actually build something that lasts. It preserves lean muscle tissue while 100% of the weight loss is coming from fat, in particular visceral and intramuscular fat, which are the hormone disrupting type fats. So when the scale is going down, you could be assured it's the right type of weight that you're losing, and you can actually feel good. Like I've heard people saying they feel like crap, and oh my God, I look so good. No, we don't want that. We want both. If you want to do more than just watch me, continue to chase this and join me, see exactly what's in my stack and what I'm running with. I've put the links in the description. I mean, I'm curious, what do you feel about the shots? What has been your experience with it? I'd love for you to drop a comment.